Good morning, precious friends. I was not planning on making a video. It's cooking in my house, wherever oh gosh, I don't know how you say that, but it means it's very busy. Things are happening in my house, at my home this morning. My gardener came, my husband is fixing the car. Even, this is the funniest, most precious thing ever, even the man that usually look after our house when we go away, he's here. He is cutting my hedge. He's our precious friend. He retired a couple of years ago, lives in a flat down the road, but he's like family now. So he has taken upon himself to cut our hedge. He loves doing that, and I'm leaving it to him. So this morning he just rocked up. I said, "Good morning, can I make you a cup of tea?" He said, no, I'm just here to cut the hedge." Isn't it just precious? Tears came into my eyes because I just realized all my needs are met. How loved I am. I mean, we can go away, just call him and say, "Will you please look after the dog and house?" And he will just look. He's always just here. I mean, it's amazing. Long story short, so yesterday I was creating my collage using all the things that I love, remember? So I started off very, very excitedly, and somewhere down the line I realized something, but I don't really like it. I don't like it together. You know, something is just not working, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna cut it. So I just cut it. So now I have this very, very plain one. I really love it. I even put the feather in there, and when I cut it, there was just some music sheets coming through. That piece of yellow hand painted linen is there. So this is the one. So I love this one, but this one became very crazy. I must admit, I did not like it, but I kept going. There's just so many things in there, and so many textures, and so many everything. But I just felt, oh, let me just keep going. And then I added the flower, and then I added the little blue things, and slow stitched, and you can see my doily is just going over the side there. And I just enjoyed doing it. Nothing more than that. I was just sitting, I was just applying the one thing on top of the other. Whatever I just felt like doing, I did. No preconceived ideas, because actually I didn't really like it. I like this plain one. And this morning when I walked past this one again, I thought, this is not bad. This is actually me, whether I want to acknowledge it sorry, or not. This is actually me. Look at my top. Look at my flowers in the pot from my garden. Look at the pot. This is me, whether I like it or not. And the awesome thing is, I didn't plan this. This one just developed. As I said, I didn't really like it at all. It was too many things and too many stuff. But I was sitting there in front of the TV, and I was just working, you know, minute by minute. I was just looking, and then I was just stitching more, and then I was looking for something else. And this is what unfolded. And I am once again amazed at how we create something that's us, you know. This came naturally to me when I didn't think this is what emerged. Not really this. So as I was thinking about this, wanting to share this with you, how awesome it is that you actually create who you are inside. It's not when you let go of your mind, it just comes together. Whether you like it or not, this is me. This is me. You can see this is me. And then I thought, you know what is bothering me about this? I need to pull it together. To me, it needs some pulling together. And I thought, let me go and get some tea. So this is rooibos tea, very South African, in boiling water. And I thought, if I just tip that over everything, and this dries, oh my goodness, especially the over white doily, then this is gonna pull my whole thing together. Well, let's see. Once again, I have never done this before. This is not something that I did using tea and making collages from all my stuff. As I said, I even had to, I don't think this is gonna do something to my wool. I don't know, but this is my music sheet and my paper at the back. That is actually working fantastically. There's another piece of linen that is taking up this very nicely. So that's what I say. I don't know how this is going to unfold. There's more tissue paper. There. I'm just washing or dipping. Whoops, now it's broken. Now it's full of tea as well. I am just applying this everywhere. And let's see what happens. As I said, I wanted something that's going to pull my stuff together. I didn't. I liked the white. Now that is totally gone. Look at that. My white is gone. But let's see if I just use some wipes and just try to take some off and make that a little bit whiter again. That's what I say. I don't know how this is going to unfold when it's dry. It's going to be different when it's dry. And this is what art is all about. Let go and try new things. And let's see what's going to happen when it's dry. I will take a photo and I will put it on the front page of this video and most probably in my posts as well. You know, those things that I can write and put photos in. I've learned about that as well. My son said, "Mom, you must write more posts." Because I usually do this in post on my Instagram and Facebook. But then he said, "Did you know YouTube also got a post thing?" No, I didn't really know, so I found that out, and now I can really put the photos of this when it's done. I can put on there. But look at this. Now it's got a more natural feel. That is what I missed. It wasn't pulling together. Is that the, I don't know, phrase? It was, I don't know, but let's see. You know, that's the awesome thing. You just keep going and you see where everything goes. I didn't feel like using acrylic paint, even though on the green it was a jelly plate print, so there's acrylics on, but I wanted to go more natural, and I did it. I mean, there's my doily. This is my beautiful mohair. Look how the mohair has developed. As I said, when this dry, it's definitely going to be lighter. But who knows? And look at this. As I said, I was never a very, I don't know how to say it, but I never enjoyed making things. No, I always enjoyed making things beautiful, but I never did these craft things, you know. And this is my one book that I am now really absolute, my gratitude journal that I'm working in. It is becoming absolutely gorgeous to me. I love it. As I said, look there, I applied some a larger piece there. Now look at it. Now it's just so beautiful there. So, and I am putting so much cloth into my book as well. And I absolutely love it. Just apply cloth, just work it. There's the music sheet. Just working it on a jelly plate print. Look there, just more. So this is where I am growing more and more into collaging with. That is why where this came from. It started from this gratitude journal. I started to apply the cloth onto the papers. There's my the beautiful flower I made in one previous video of with my soft paper, tissue paper. So I am learning so much by just going with the flow of what the life in me is leading me to do without overthinking. I never in my wildest dreams think of doing this. And this is really starting to develop into, as there's my flowers, remember dry flowers? Once again, I just put a piece of cloth, worked it on there, and I'm loving it. And from there's just another piece of cloth that I just worked on there. And it's just amazing how I am growing in my journey. Look, there's just a piece of cloth worked on, slow stitching. By doing what you love, you inspire and awaken the love of others. Isn't it gorgeous? By doing what you love, once again, you need to find out what you love. I'm still finding out what I love. And it changes and grows, and it's amazing. By doing what you love, you inspire and awaken the love of others, in others, whatever. So isn't it amazing? So once again, just start playing. Become like a child again, and you will become who you were actually created to be. Oh, this is what I actually said. Look at my beautiful, remember the flip file I bought to put all my paintings in? Look what I did. I made a hand slow stitch collage from all my jelly plate prints on cloth and my hand painted cloths, and just look how beautiful. That's what I said. I never did these kind of things. I only painted with acrylics. So look at this. It wasn't beautiful at all. I didn't like it until I put it on here. I even embroidered a flower there on a jelly plate print. You see, I'm growing. I am absolutely growing. I am loving it. I am unfolding. I am getting more and more free, more and more loose, more and more coming into who I really am. And it is so freeing. And this is what this channel is all about. It's not really about what I am doing. It's about showing you what happens when you just start to become like a child, just start to play, just let go and just see where the creativity in you takes you. Isn't it amazing? Because we're all creative beings. Go into this realm, we were told, and go and create a beautiful life. And we forget that. We forgot all about it, that we were spiritual beings, that we are creative beings, that all of us are so unique and so different. And I'm only starting to learn it and experience it now. I mean, who would have thought this morning I'm going to take a tea bag and I am going to wet my whole collage and just change the color into a more natural feel. You know, this is just gorgeous. And then I can see this top of mine. Can you imagine? If I want to, I'm not going to do it, but it's going to look beautiful when you dye it in rooibos tea or black tea. But the rooibos just gives it this more reddish color. You know, this little more orangey. So this is it. Thank you that I can share my journey with you. And the thing is that I'm still with the gratitude journal. I'm still with the gratitude theme, actually. As I said, my house sitter, our good friend, who just rocked up because he's got the desire to come and cut my bush. You know, it's so precious. We got to start looking at things from a gratitude attitude. Once again, another thing that I had to learn with this, that is his vision. Even though it's my bushes, it's this beautiful honeysuckle bushes, and it's in my property, that is his desire. So I'm letting him loose. He can do whatever he wants. I just say thank you, thank you. And I'm not controlling it. You know, so it gives him purpose and gives him so much joy by being useful and everything. And oh my goodness, Bella Blobs, my dog, absolutely adores him. So he comes here and he gets the love. And you know, the moment we start to get out of the way with how we believe things should turn out, what we want, and just let life be, the more magical it becomes. So love you lots. Thank you for all my new subscribers, and thank you for always, some of you that's always commenting, liking, sharing. Really, it means so much to me to just know my soul sisters, because most of you are girls, women. How I've got some real soul sisters out there, you know, spirit to spirit, life to life. And it's just amazing. Love you lots. Is it from Zetster's Lab? And remember, if I can, you can. It's nothing to do this. All you got to do is start. Use what you have and start to put them together. Use what you love and start to put them together. That's what I did with these things. I really just got all my stuff that I love, got them together, and just started to put them together. That's what collaging is. And voila, look at this. What am I going to do with it? I've got no idea. Once again, that's future. What am I doing with it now? I am working on it. I am sharing the joy with you, the creativity. And that is what life is all about. This moment. What am I getting out of this? In this moment. Because life is happening now. Life is flowing now. I get whatever I need via the life in me, where all my needs are met. So start creating, start playing, start putting together all those things that you love, and see where life takes you. It's awesome. Let me tell you, this is life. Mind-blowing. It's blowing my mind, my structured mind, my mind of how I believe things should turn out, and blah, blah, blah. This is blowing it all to smithereens. I am becoming more and more free, more and more learning to just be present and unlocking the present, the gift that is in me. Love you lots.